afternoon, everyone. So great to see you today. Happy Monday. Did you have an awesome Easter? You did? Well, at least I hope you did. And I know we can't get together with our families and friends right now, but I bet your family still made it pretty fun for you. At least I hope they did. And if not, you know what? Low key is super cool. I'm a big fan of low key. You know me. This week I decided, well, right now, since we can't see our friends and family, is anybody making up an imaginary friend out there? You? Anybody? Oh my gosh, yeah. So I decided that we are going to read The Adventures of Beekle, the unimaginary friend, and we're going to find out why he's unimaginary. But I thought it might be a good time because we're on week 5, 4? I don't even know anymore. What week we are on of our staycation. But it's time to start using our imaginations like full throttle, am I right? So that is why we are going to read Beekle today. And if you noticed, my sign changed just a little bit. Same words, different setup. No nose picking, no finger licking. At PHOS, Parker's House of Stories, of course. And you can always hashtag me at Python Strong, Parker House of Stories, Parker Stories, that's a good one, to let me know what you've got going on. I would love to see, of course, as always. And so, anyway, the reason my sign is all different is because I actually turned my living room into a movie theater this weekend because my nibblings, my nieces and nephew and I, we love the Trolls movie. We love the first one. We used to move all the furniture out of the way in the living room and dance to it, and so I was super excited about Trolls coming out, and I wanted to take them to the movies when it did, but instead, well, we're on staycation, so what did I do? I turned my living room into a movie theater, and it was super, super fun. And I used my letterboard over here. It said now showing Trolls World Tour, and we put the time on there, you know, just to use a little imagination during our staycation, because goodness knows we need it, people. But that's why it's super important to exercise your brains and your bodies. I mean, shoot, even I'm getting out and doing stuff, you know, some physical exercise. That's a thing. So, oh, excuse me. But in any case, let's get back to this. What is your imaginary friend like if you have one? Is it a boy? Is it a girl? Is it an animal? Is it, you know, what is your imaginary friend like? I would love to know. So let's find out what's going to happen here with a Beekle, the unimaginary friend, by Dan Santat. And we do love his books. There are a couple in our library that we absolutely enjoy. So here we go. Oh, look at all the kids and their imaginary friends. That's so cool. Oh, of course, for story time, we need watching eyes, listening ears, quiet voices, calm bodies, breathe in, breathe out. And of course, no nose picking, no finger licking. We need to have clean hands to touch our books. Here we go, friends. He was born on an island far away where imaginary friends were created. Here they lived and played, each eagerly waiting to be imagined by a real child. So friends, this book is suggesting that our imaginary friends already exist. We just have to think of them. Isn't that awesome? I think it's awesome. Every night he stood under the stars, hoping for his turn to be picked by a child and given a special name. He waited for many, many nights. But his turn never came. Friends, how do you think he feels about that? Yeah, if you said sad, you're probably right. His mind filled with thoughts of all the amazing things that were keeping his friend from imagining him. So rather than waiting, he did the unimaginable. Look how pretty that is. I love that page. He sailed through unknown waters and faced many scary things. But thinking about his friend gave him the courage to journey on. Now, friends, if we look at this picture, does it remind you of any other story that we read? What about Where the Wild Things Are? Yeah, it totally reminds me of that one when he travels on the river to where the wild things live, right? It says over days and weeks and nights he goes through that river, over that river. I know. That's what it reminds me of anyway. Until he reached the real world. That's what our real world looks like. The real world was a strange place. No kids were eating cake. No one stopped to hear the music, and everyone needed nap time. Yeah, that's kind of what our life is like, isn't it? Then he finally saw something familiar, so he followed. Oh, is that a friend from his imaginary world? I would say so. He had a good feeling about this place, but he looked everywhere, and he could not find his friend. He climbed to the top of a tree and looked out, wishing and hoping his friend would come. Oh, maybe one of those guys are his friend. Maybe. But no one came. You see that? Yeah. He thought about how far he'd come and how long he'd waited, and he felt very sad. Then he heard a noise below. Hello? She handed him a paper. Her face was friendly and familiar, and there was something about her that felt just right. Did she finally think of him? She did. At first, they weren't sure what to do. Neither of them had made a friend before, but after a little while, they realized they were perfect together. Look, it ended in a hug. That's so exciting. Beekle and Alice had many new adventures. They shared their snacks. They told funny jokes. I'd even say they became best friends, wouldn't you? The world began to feel a little less strange, which is always nice. Look, that's who his friend is, right? Yeah. And together they did the unimaginable. The end. Oh, what a great story. Oh my gosh, I love it. So friends. Oh, and I should show you the back. Oh, Beekle. All right, everybody. So if you want to draw your imaginary friend and share it with me, your grown-up can always message it to me on Instagram, or they can always also hashtag me at Parker Stories or Python Strong, of course. And if you're a student who is on and you see this video and you want to participate, you can always, of course, draw your imaginary friend. Maybe from when you were a little younger, maybe just somebody you create now, whatever you choose, and share it with me, and I will do the same by tomorrow. So you can check back at my hashtag Parker Stories to see my imaginary friend. All right? So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had an amazing holiday with your families, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.